Here's how you give really great presentations at work. Despite being a data scientist now, I have a ton of experience giving presentations from my former career. Coming out of the economics PhD program, the main part of job market interviews was giving a 90-minute presentation on your dissertation to a room full of economists at a university or a government agency with people who have been in this field for like 20 years and can't wait to challenge you on every little piece of your presentation. Since transitioning into tech, I've given presentations to senior stakeholders, CEOs, heads of marketing, including the billionaire co-founders of Stripe. So 2 big pieces of advice. First, for every slide, write down your transitions. Know perfectly the first line you're gonna say and the last line of every slide. So many people, when they transition to a next slide, they're like looking at it. Oh, and then interpreting it, right? And then thinking of what to say. Don't do that. Absolutely know your first line every time you change a slide. Same thing with the last slide. Sometimes people get on this topic and they really struggle with how to end, and they're just like, oh, okay, and moving on. And it really kind of bogs things down. So write down your first line and your last line of each slide and set it up so that the slides flow from one to the other. And the second tip, this is a little bit harder, takes a little bit more time, but actually write a paragraph out to yourself of what you want to say in each slide, like literally everything. If you weren't up there as a speaker, what would you want to share as, say, a transcript for the audience? Now, you don't have to like actually memorize this or anything, but writing down the whole thing will just sort of let you really understand if your ideas are coherent and you're saying them in sort of a nice logical structure. What you'll probably notice is things that sound right in your head just are really actually end up being much more difficult once you start trying to write them down. And this will help you organize your ideas and make the presentation flow really well.